Did you know that there is something you do every day that is destroying your self-esteem without you even realizing it? Well, you heard it right. There are 8 phrases that you probably repeat to yourself every day, and each one of them is sabotaging your happiness and preventing you from achieving your dreams. In this video, I'm going to reveal exactly what these poisonous phrases are in your mind and how they're limiting your potential. You'll discover why these words have so much power over your life and, most importantly, how to stop saying them to yourself today. If you keep repeating these phrases, you will spend the rest of your life feeling small, insecure, and incapable of achieving your goals. But if you stay with me until the end, you will learn to transform your self-talk and finally start living the life you deserve. Get ready, because some of these phrases will surprise you. You probably don't even realize that you're saying the 3rd phrase every day, and it's one of the most destructive of all. Let's get started. Sentence 1. I'm not good enough. How many times have you said this to yourself? I'm not good enough for that job. I'm not good enough for him. I'm not good enough to try. This phrase is like a virus that infects every aspect of your life. The problem with this phrase is that it creates an invisible barrier between you and your opportunities. When you believe you're not good enough, you don't even try. You give up before you even start. It's like you're building a prison in your own mind. Let me tell you about a lady I knew. She always dreamed of going back to school, but at the age of 65, she kept saying that she wasn't smart enough to keep up with the young people. Do you know what happened when she stopped saying that? She enrolled in the course, graduated with honors, and now teaches other people her age. When you stop saying you're not good enough, something magical happens. You start to see opportunities where you once saw impossibilities. Your mind opens to new possibilities. You gain the courage to try new things, to apply for that job, to start that project you've been putting off. The truth is, you're already good enough just the way you are. You don't have to be perfect to get started. You don't have to have all the qualifications to try. You just have to have the courage to take the first step. Sentence 2. I'm too old for this. Oh, that phrase. How many times has it stopped you from achieving your dreams? I'm too old to change careers, too old to learn something new, too old to start a relationship. This mindset is stealing precious years of your life. The big problem with this phrase is that it puts an expiration date on your dreams. It's as if you believe there is an age limit to be happy, to grow, to reinvent yourself. But that's not true. Life has no expiration date for happiness. Imagine a woman in her 70s who has always wanted to learn to paint. For decades, she told herself it was too late to start. One day she decided to ignore that voice and signed up for a painting class. Today, at 75, she has sold over 50 paintings and discovered a passion she never knew she had. When you stop using age as an excuse, your life changes completely. You realize that you have much more time ahead of you than you thought. You start to see each day as a new opportunity, not as one day less. Your energy changes, your posture changes, even your appearance changes. Age should be seen as an added experience, not a limitation. You have wisdom that younger people don't. You have perspective, patience, and clarity about what really matters. These are huge advantages, not disadvantages. Sentence 3. I should have done this before. This is one of the most insidious phrases of all, because it seems harmless, but in fact it is devastating. I should have studied when I was younger. I should have taken better care of my health. I should have saved more money. This phrase keeps you stuck in the past. The problem with this mindset is that it turns every present moment into a missed opportunity. You get so focused on what you didn't do yesterday that you forget to do something today. It's like driving while only looking in the rearview mirror. You're bound to crash. I once knew a woman who spent years regretting not taking care of her health when she was younger. She kept telling herself that she should have exercised decades ago. Do you know what happened when she stopped looking back? She started walking every day at age 68, and today, at 73, she is in the best shape of her life. The power of stopping this phrase is liberating. You stop wasting mental energy on regrets and channel all that energy into action. You realize that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is now. Every day you spend regretting the past is one less day to build the future you want. The past is gone, you can't change it. But the present is in your hands, and the future is still being written. Now I need to ask you for something very important. If this video is making sense in your life, if you are recognizing these phrases in your internal conversation, please subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any content. And tell me here in the comments where you are watching from. Your participation is very important to me and motivates me to continue creating content that truly transforms lives. Sentence 4. I don't have time. I don't have time to exercise. I don't have time to study. I don't have time to take care of myself. This phrase is one of the biggest lies you tell yourself. The truth is that you do have time for what you consider to be priorities. The problem with this excuse is that it keeps you in a routine that doesn't make you happy. You use the lack of time as a shield to avoid making necessary changes. It's easier to say you don't have time than to admit that you're afraid or that you don't know where to start. Imagine a woman who worked 2 jobs and said she had no time for anything. She was tired, stressed, and unhappy. One day she decided to really take a look at how she spent her time. She discovered that she was spending 3 hours a day on social media and 2 hours watching shows she didn't even like that much. When she reorganized her priorities, she found time to take an online course that changed her career. When you stop using this excuse, you discover that you have more time than you thought. You learn to say no to things that don't add value to your life. You prioritize activities that really matter. You become more efficient and happier. Time is democratic. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. The difference is in how we choose to use those hours. You can keep saying you don't have time, or you can start making time for what really matters. Phrase 5. I don't deserve this. This phrase is especially cruel because it directly attacks your self-esteem. I don't deserve to be happy. I don't deserve that better job. I don't deserve to be loved. This mindset creates a low ceiling for your life. The big problem with this belief is that it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you believe that you don't deserve something good, you subconsciously sabotage your own opportunities. You don't try hard enough. You don't apply for better positions. You don't accept compliments. You don't allow good things to happen in your life. I'm going to share the story of a woman who always believed that she didn't deserve to be happy in love. She had been through difficult relationships and convinced herself that she didn't deserve a partner who would treat her well. When she finally met someone wonderful, she almost sabotaged the relationship because she couldn't believe that she deserved it. It wasn't until she changed this internal conversation that she was able to experience the love she always dreamed of. When you stop saying you don't deserve it, an incredible transformation happens. You start to position yourself differently in the world. You embrace opportunities you would have rejected before. You allow yourself to dream bigger. You realize that you deserve happiness, love, success, and achievement just as much as anyone else. The truth is that you do deserve all the good things that life has to offer. You deserve it for the simple reason that you exist. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Your existence is enough to deserve a full and happy life. Sentence 6. This is impossible for me. It's impossible for me to get this job. It's impossible for me to lose this weight. It's impossible to change my financial situation. That word, impossible, is one of the most limiting words there is. It closes doors before you even try to open them. The problem with this mindset is that it stops you at the first hurdle. When you label something as impossible, you don't even research alternatives. You don't seek creative solutions. You don't ask for help. You simply give up before you even begin. Imagine a woman who always said that it was impossible for her to use a computer. She was afraid of technology and convinced herself that it was too late to learn. When her daughter moved far away and she wanted to see her grandchildren, her need for it got the better of her. She discovered that it wasn't impossible. It was just a matter of taking small steps every day. Today, she uses a computer better than many young people. When you eliminate the word impossible from your vocabulary, your world expands. You begin to see obstacles as temporary challenges, not permanent barriers. You develop creativity in finding solutions. You seek help when you need it. You discover that most of the things you thought were impossible were just difficult. The impossible exists only in your mind. In real life, there are only things you haven't figured out how to do yet. Every time you change impossible to I don't know how yet, you open a door to learning and growth. Phrase 7. Everyone will judge. If I change careers now, everyone will talk. If I start taking better care of myself, people will say I'm overdoing it. If I try something new, people will laugh at me. This concern about other people's judgment is preventing you from living your own life. The problem with this mindset is that you end up living the life others expect of you, not the life you want for yourself. You make decisions based on what you imagine others will think, not on what truly makes you happy. It's like you're an actress playing a role you didn't choose. I met a woman who always wanted to dance, but at the age of 60, she thought people would judge her. She signed up for a dance class behind her family's back. Guess what happened? No one judged her. In fact, people admired her for having the courage to do what she loved. She discovered that the judgment was more in her head than in reality. When you stop worrying so much about what other people think, an incredible freedom takes over your life. You make choices based on what makes you happy, not what you think will please others. You discover that most people are so busy with their own problems that they don't even notice what you're doing. The truth is that there will always be someone to judge you, no matter what you do. If you do nothing, they will judge your lack of initiative. If you try something new, they will judge your boldness. So since they will judge you anyway, why not do what makes you happy? Phrase 8. It's already too late. It's too late to change. It's too late to start. It's too late to be happy. This phrase is the cruelest of all because it steals your hope. It makes you believe that your story is already written and that there is nothing more that can be done. The problem with this belief is that it creates a false resignation. You stop fighting, you stop dreaming, you stop trying. You settle for a situation that doesn't make you happy because you believe there is no alternative. It's as if you've given up on yourself. I'll tell you about an extraordinary woman I knew. At the age of 75, she decided she wanted to write a book. Everyone around her told her it was too late, that she should just enjoy her retirement. She ignored all the comments and started writing. Her first book was published when she was 78 and became a huge success. Today, at 82, she has published 5 books. When you eliminate this phrase from your life, something magical happens. You regain hope. You understand that as long as there is life, there is the possibility of change. You begin to see each new day as an opportunity, not as another wasted day. The truth is that it is never too late to start something new, to change what is not good for you, to seek the happiness you deserve. Your story is not finished while you are alive. Each day is a blank page waiting to be written by you. Now that you know these 8 poisonous phrases, it's time to take action. Your self-talk has the power to make or break your dreams. It can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. The choice is yours. Start paying attention to what you say to yourself today. When you catch one of these phrases coming out of your mind, stop and ask yourself, is this true or is it just a destructive mental habit? Replace each negative phrase with a positive, empowering affirmation. Remember, you have the power to rewrite your story at any time. It doesn't matter how old you are, what mistakes you've made in the past, or how many times you've tried and failed. What matters is that you're still here, you still have dreams, and you can still achieve everything you set your mind to. Now I want to know from you, which of these phrases did you most recognize yourself saying? Which will be the first one you eliminate from your life? Share your answer in the comments and let's create a chain of transformation together. Your change can inspire other people to change too.